If you thought the tension between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis had faded, think again. Crawford just stirred things up in a recent interview by suggesting that Davis could have been placed on the undercard against Shakur Stevenson for his huge fight with Canelo Alvarez, even saying it would have been great if Tank wasn't too focused on taking the spotlight. That comment sparked an instant and intense reaction from Davis, and now his response is blowing up across social media, boxing outlets, and locker room discussions everywhere as the drama continues to build.
Crawford and Canelo, I'm pretty sure
Shakur and Tank?
That would be dope. That would be dope, but if Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat to no fighter.
Here's what went down. Terence Crawford spoke in an exclusive interview with The Ring and made his vision clear. While he's set to headline a massive Riyadh season event on September 13th against Canelo Alvarez, he wants the entire card to be loaded with big fights, and he believes the perfect addition would be a long-awaited lightweight clash between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis to bring even more excitement to the event. Terence Crawford then explained his idea, saying it would be great if Gervonta Davis wasn't too focused on being the main attraction and was open to fighting on his undercard, making it clear he wasn't really taking shots but sharing his honest view, and he stood firm in praising Shakur Stevenson along with Keyshawn Davis as the top fighters in the division, showing strong belief that both deserve major attention and a big stage.
Hey, buddy Shakur, just one question. How did Keyshawn look, man?
You ready for whoever coming next, man? That boy ready. He been ready, actually. You know what I mean? It's just given the opportunity, that's all it is.
You got two little brothers that is closing on Tank. You know, one of them gonna get him.
One of them gonna get him. Yeah. It's gonna be a great night of boxing when they do.
Awesome, appreciate it.
But putting Gervonta Davis on someone else's undercard was seen as going too far, and it instantly reignited his tension with Terence Crawford, bringing fresh heat to a rivalry that has been building ever since Davis took shots at Crawford's wife and showed support for Errol Spence Jr. back in 2023.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways, nah.
Now Terence Crawford is making it clear that he values the sport and believes Shakur Stevenson deserves his time to shine, while suggesting that Gervonta Davis would want all the attention on himself, and those comments quickly spread across boxing media, influencers, and fans, leaving everyone wondering how Davis would respond.
Who's next? I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm a top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
Gervonta Davis didn't stay quiet and quickly jumped on social media to respond, delivering a short but powerful message in his usual confident style, making it clear he doesn't come second to anyone and questioning why Terence Crawford thinks he can decide how the fight card should look, as Davis firmly stated he's never going to play a supporting role, even on a huge event headlined by Canelo Alvarez, reminding everyone that he sees himself as the main attraction.
So, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me, you don't know me, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including Will, win. Fuck.
Same question for you.
You're a proud father.
What stood out most was that Gervonta Davis didn't just talk big, he backed it up by pointing to his undefeated record and knockout power, while calling out Terence Crawford for even bringing up the idea of an undercard role, and his reaction quickly spread everywhere online, from TikTok to Instagram to X, sparking huge fan discussions, with many people now demanding that a fight between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson should headline instead.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you.
Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Ooh.
Wow,
man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Looking deeper, this isn't just simple back and forth between top fighters. It's really about image, legacy, and who controls the spotlight, as Terence Crawford is focused on building a massive 2025 global event around his fight with Canelo Alvarez in Riyadh and wants the undercard to match that level, which is why a matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis makes sense to him as hungry and rising names, while Gervonta Davis sees things differently, believing that even a major lightweight fight should revolve around him rather than placing him in a supporting role.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
Y'all
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit win in boxing.
There's also a big difference in how they're viewed, as Terence Crawford is known for being calm, calculated, and highly skilled, while Gervonta Davis brings a bold, explosive style and strong personality, and that contrast adds even more tension, with Crawford seeing Tank's confidence as predictable and Tank viewing Crawford's calm attitude as either doubt or a hidden threat, making this not just about fighting but about respect and position in the sport, especially after Crawford suggested Tank would never accept an undercard role, which directly challenges his image, and Tank's response showed he's not only protecting his pride but also the story he's built around his career and status.
You still early in the game. What do you want your legacy to be when it comes to this game, man?
Beat the system.
That's system. It. What's the system of boxing?
Beat the system of boxing, life. Just beat the system. Be able to spread my wings and had my people next to me spread their wings. That's it. I ain't really got no big goal of this sports and all that. I just want to get my money and just remove myself.
But if we're being honest, Gervonta Davis hasn't looked the same since his disappointing majority draw with Lamont Roach Jr. back in March, a fight that left fans confused and critics split. And since then it seems like his sharpness, hunger, and focus have all taken a hit, and instead of clearing things up with a rematch, he's been avoiding it, with many seeing it as him stepping away from the challenge rather than facing it head-on.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
Clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
And instead of locking in on real competition, Gervonta Davis is now calling out Jake Paul, which has left many people questioning the direction he's taking, because a fight like that feels more like entertainment than true boxing, driven by hype, social media buzz, and pay-per-view money rather than titles, rankings, or legacy, and while it would grab attention with flashy promotion and viral moments, It doesn't offer much in terms of real competition, yet both fighters seem willing to make it happen.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down.
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
At this point, it feels less about chasing greatness and more about chasing money and attention, which is expected from Jake Paul. But seeing Gervonta Davis head in that same direction is disappointing for many fans who once saw him as a future legend, especially since he's been openly talking about retirement in recent interviews and admitting that his passion for boxing isn't what it used to be anymore.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
He looks worn out and mentally drained, and many boxing analysts and former fighters are starting to notice it too, pointing to changes in Gervonta Davis's body language, attitude, and overall energy, with some believing he seems down while others think he simply lost focus. But either way, it's becoming clear that his mind doesn't seem fully committed to the sport right now.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you
Period.
say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something sort, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
At the end of the day, if Gervonta Davis wants to retire, that's completely fair because every fighter reaches that point. But sticking around just for big paydays against names like Jake Paul while avoiding serious challenges doesn't match the expectations fans had for him, and it's disappointing not just for the sport and its supporters but for his own legacy too. And when you step back, this situation is bigger than just a rivalry because it highlights how modern boxing has become heavily driven by personalities, where fighters are treated like brands and events are carefully built as stories, with promoters aiming to create matchups that are exciting, marketable, and technically strong to attract larger audiences and keep the sport growing.
It's like people selling that self. Like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room, that shit look like some devil shit. Facts though, some coke, right? Yeah, that shit like some devil shit. Like they sold that soul.
Yeah, you go with that.
That was crazy. And you seen how the guy was? He looked at the scorecard. Yeah, he looked at it.
2 points. You losing 2 points. 2 points.
Come on, fam. You want to get Tank over here and fight? Man, I already know what y'all gonna do. Yeah. But every time I say something, it's like...
So when Terence Crawford looks at building a card that could feature Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis, it makes sense from a storyline and style matchup perspective. But the issue is that Davis sees himself as the main attraction and not someone who shares the spotlight, which raises the question of whether he would even take the fight without being the headliner. And this whole situation highlights what many boxing fans already feel, that big names and flashy promotion often drive these decisions more than pure competition or making the best possible fights for the sport.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true. But you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
When Terence Crawford calls Gervonta Davis cocky, it really highlights the clash between ego and the sport itself. But things get even more interesting when you look at the bigger picture, as the massive showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Crawford is being put together by Turki Alashik, a key figure who has been heavily shaping the direction of boxing with his influence and big money events.
As I said last week, I hate Tom and Jerry's kinds of boxing. We will not have him anymore. This is the first thing. The second, we will have in this fight and the next fight, bonus for KO. I don't want to force to be having ring 12 by 12 or something like that.
Turki Alashik has been investing huge money to bring top fighters together under one major Saudi-backed platform, and while his approach is clearly reshaping the sport and creating massive events, not everyone agrees with how he operates, especially Gervonta Davis, who isn't fully on board with it.
Let's go back to the beginning of last year, my Tank Davis, fresh out of jail.
Yeah.
Throwing hands in Frank Martin's face.
I'm gonna break you up. I'm telling you.
Like, yeah, man, 7 more fights.
Got the internet excited when you say, yo, 6, 7 more fights and I'm naming names.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Then he got the beefing with Turkey.
David, he said to me, send to me 2 Ferrari to play in Saudi Arabia.
You don't play boxing.
We will send to you 2 gloves if you want to play in Saudi Arabia. That's it.
I ain't gotta go over there.
Right.
What they making over there, I'm making here. All of a sudden, all the fighters he need to make big fights don't want to fight.
He was very close to fighting Lomachenko, and then Lomachenko pulled out. Shakur didn't want to do a 1-fight deal to fight Tank.
You said who? Tank. I'm dangerous. Who that? And by the end of the year, he ain't getting no fights and he's fighting Lamar Roach.
At the next year.
Gervonta Davis has been very clear that he doesn't support Turki Alalshik, saying it openly in interviews and hinting at it on social media, as he views him as someone trying to control fighters like pieces on a board, and Davis is firm in his stance that he won't let himself be used or positioned that way.
We saw Gervonta Davis a couple of days ago say on Twitter that now he wants to maybe work with you.
I don't have a problem with him or any fighters.
Yeah.
If he respects what we are doing to the boxing, I don't have any problem. And if he want the green light from Heyman, we work with Heyman now.
Correct.
In each card, we have 1 or 2 fights with Heyman. It depends about him. If he want to enjoy the fast train for the glory, you know where he can search.
Yeah.
And of course, I like and I respect the loyalty for his partner Heyman. Of course, this is something make him, in my eyes, big, and I respect it because the loyalty is important in the life. And he's good fighter. He's good fighter, but he need to understand that what we are doing is important for boxing. We work with who respect us, and we have a tough fight. We don't have normal fight.
While many fighters are chasing the big Saudi paydays, Gervonta Davis is choosing to stay on his own path, even if it means missing out on major fights, largely because he doesn't want to operate under the structure set by Turki Alalshik, where fighters are expected to follow certain rules and play their part in carefully managed events, which doesn't match Davis's independent and rebellious style. So when huge shows like Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez get massive attention without him involved, it's not by chance but a deliberate decision, as he's making it clear he doesn't want to be controlled.
You said going out on 3 fights. You know the last 2 fights you want to go out on? Yeah,
the last fight?
The last fight you want to go out on. Like, who? Do you have anybody in mind?
No, I'm saying no. I don't have no name right now. But I got somebody I want to call out after this fight.
You said you got somebody you want to call out after this fight? Yeah. Who is that?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Keep it quiet.
Is it Lomachenko?
Who?
Somebody asked Lomachenko.
No.
All right.
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready. What you think about that?
Who?
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready.
I need 3 now.
Yeah.
Alright boxing fans, here's the real takeaway. This situation goes beyond just undercard talk. It's about respect, ego, legacy, and control of the spotlight, with Terence Crawford aiming to build a stacked event while Gervonta Davis is focused on staying the main attraction, and no matter how things play out, the fans are in for a show, so now it comes down to your take. Who's really in the stronger position right now? Should Tank accept a role on that big stage or risk losing momentum, and could Shakur Stevenson be lining up for something even bigger as all this unfolds? So share your thoughts and stay tuned for what's next.